Let's go, let's go, let's go. Welcome, welcome. We here now, we here now. I know it's been a couple of days, but welcome to live stream number 8. Please forgive my voice. I know I might sound a little weird at the moment. To be 100% honest, I was at SeaWorld this weekend and I screamed my voice box out. Like, you would have thought a little 8-year-old girl was riding the Mako. I'm going to tell you that right now. I was out that bit. Nah, for real, for real. I had a great time. I don't know if any of you have ever been to SeaWorld, but it's definitely something that you all need to do. I'm going to give everybody a chance to populate. You know I like it when people populate. Just want to make sure everybody got time. Everybody's willing and able. I got a couple topics for you all today. Some really good ones, some funny ones, some serious ones. But you know me, we're going to keep this light. We're going to keep it fun. I have a lot of information on some of the topics that are really interesting. And some of the topics I don't. We're just going to go off the top of the dome on them bitches. I'm going to be honest, okay? I try to find info on a couple of them. But to be honest, it wasn't the best. It's a delay, okay? Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let's just keep it at 0. Let me know what you think about that, bro. Let me know if you can hear anything a little better. But we all the way live with it. As of right now, I can't really hear anything. Let me know. Damn, we got 3 people populated. Okay. Let me know what you think, preferred. I'm loving the profile pic, man. Y'all go ahead and follow preferred streams, okay? This is my boy. He does a lot of different topics than I do. He is a lot more official, and I feel his topics are a lot smarter, you know? I like dumb shit, like smoke fart bombs and shit. You know, I like when people go to jail for stupid shit. But all right, now that we know the delay has been corrected, thank you, my brother, we're going to go ahead and jump on into some of the first topics that we got today. Let me go ahead and shrink myself down into mini form. Whee! All right. So, Netflix is officially cracking down on password sharing, as it will now cost an additional $7.99 per month to share your account with someone living outside of your household. I saw this, I think it was last week. I felt that the topic was extremely relatable. Who doesn't let people borrow their Netflix login? I know that I don't. I'm going to be real with you. I don't share my shit with anybody. But there are multiple platforms out there. Disney Plus, Paramount. You got HBO Max. Like my girl, for example, she has those. And her family shares a lot of those passwords. Maybe I shouldn't say that. They might all have to pay $7.99. But I think that this is a good way to crack down on the sharing, right? I'm sure Netflix is very keen on their subscriptions, right? That's what matters for Netflix. How many people are subscribed and how many people are paying that? So if you're giving your password away, if you're letting your mom use your account, if you're not in that same Wi-Fi, right? Like if your account is registered in your house and you're watching it from there, you're going to have to pay $8 more. And Netflix already for me is expensive, okay? I pay, I think, $20 for the top-notch Netflix to get things in 4K. And I think it's worth it when you have a television that supports the quality. If you're watching 4K movies on a fucking regular TV, it ain't shit. So to know that people are going to have to pay $7.99 to share, I think that it's good and bad, right? If you have anyone that's using your account that you are unaware of, I'm sure that they're going to let you know, right? They're going to generate some sort of list that's going to say, hey, you have people watching at this location, and this location. You either pay or we're canceling your shit. I think that is a good idea, right? I mean, Netflix wants to capitalize off of the money they're making, the content that they put out, and people are always going to share. I think this isn't going to change much for people. I don't see anybody canceling their Netflix because they don't want to pay $8 extra unless they don't want to share, which is totally plausible, you know? It's totally plausible. If it were me and I was sharing an account with someone, I would be like, damn, hey, you gonna have to pay that $8 a month. You know, like, look, you could pay $12.99, but just shoot me 8 $1 bills and we'll be Gucci. You know, like, hey, bro, I get you Netflix for free. You just gotta pay me. And if you let multiple people watch your Netflix account, now you could just rent out your shit. Hey, man, I'll let you borrow it for $5. For $5, you can get in, and you're charging 4 people to watch your Netflix account. Oh, okay. So I see people in the chat are actually sharing their Netflix. I mean, if you do it, you do it. You know, I know that it is something very normal, right? Like, that's why they had to do something like this to cut what they're losing, because they're definitely not winning by everyone sharing and not subscribing. What do you guys think? Are you willing to pay an additional $8 to $10? You know they're gonna add tax. It's not just $7.99. No, you're gonna be paying like $8.50, $9 damn near. Is it worth it to share your account? Let me know how you guys feel. Yeah, you see the chat. That's how you got to do it. You let people pay for that access. You know, especially if you're paying for the top notch, the best quality Netflix. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm not giving my password out for shit. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Actually, never mind. She did, but then she gave me her HBO. It equals out. You see, now you got a barter right here. It's like, hey, I'll let you use my Netflix. You let me use your HBO. But at this point, brother, you're going to have to just get your own Netflix and your own HBO, because you're going to be paying for 2 shits anyway. Oh, man, that's wild. I don't really watch Netflix that often. I'm lying. I watch Netflix a lot because I rewatch a lot of movies. You know, I don't necessarily, I may not watch every new show, but I do rewatch a lot of good movies. Oh, man, this shit wild. I try to look up as much information on this topic as possible, but really, I found a bunch of malarkey. So, somebody spent $20,000 on a weekend, like a vacation on this girl, okay? Tricking, if you will. Spending money to wife her up, make her like you more. And this broad has the audacity to blur man's face off. Yo, she's with an invisible lover. I saw this on Facebook. She is with an invisible lover. And not only did she remove this guy's face, she used like Photoshop, the Google thing that's new, where it'll kind of match the background. Look, like his head is gone and you could see the clouds. You could see the ocean. It's insane. She's either dating a really ugly nigga or the headless horseman. Dude, could you imagine spending a salary, 20K is someone's salary, on a vacation for them to eat these fancy meals with you, ride a helicopter with you. And this is a very luxurious helicopter, might I add. Look at that yacht. This isn't cheap shit. This isn't cheap shit at all. And she used Buddy to have the vacation of her life. And she knew the whole time, I'm going to blur this nigga face out. Now, there are many scenarios in this, right? What if he's married? What if she's the side piece? She's fully aware of what he's got going on, and she's not going to blow up her spot. I find that this happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? These side pieces, people get caught on vacations with their lovers, and they get caught up for shit like this because, dude, I get it. You know, your face is blurred, if that's the case. But I'm pretty sure your wife could point your goofy-ass legs out and your long-ass arms. She know that's your jacket. She know that's your rollie, you know? So I can't see that really being the thing. What I could see is She played you, bro. She fucking played you. She got hella people on her line, and she didn't want to let this amazing vacation go by. You might be a buster. You might be a custer. You may not have the capabilities of keeping her arousal or aroused enough besides your money. Your money is what intrigued her. That is why you're on this date. That's why you're willing to be hugged up on her. That's why she allowed you to put the hand on the booty. Because if not, if you a regular old dude, you ain't going to get this chance. All right? So I think this fucked up. I'd be hella pissed. Imagine you telling your boys, yo, I think she the one, dog. I think she the one, man. We had an amazing vacation. She told me she loved me, man. And then she posts this and don't even tag your ass. She blocked your ass. You find out from a friend. Dirty. Bomba clot. She's a dirty gal. Wow. And she looked like a typical, this generation type of young lady. Who got the bags and the clothes and the shades. She looked like somebody not looking for a husband. Okay? Who knows? He might not be looking for a wife. He might have a wife and she at home. Yeah, I agree. He definitely a simp. He definitely listening to Drake right now, feeling like he need to rekindle this flame. He got fire and desire. I can't believe it, man. And the fact that she posted it, to me, is what's crazy, because what you normally see is the young ladies posting the photos without their man, and they're on these vacations. Am I right? Am I right? These girls are on vacation, and it's like, damn, who are they with? Who's taking the damn photo? Usually some old white guy or an old man, and it's some sugar baby activities going on. This don't look like sugar baby shit to me, because he look young even though he don't have a fucking face, okay? Even though he doesn't have a face, he looks young. Look how he's dressed, all right? Buddy really thought he was going to get this, and I think that, yeah, Simping of the Year award goes to Ghostface, because, like, there's no way you spent all this money, man. That's a lot of $20K. That's more than somebody's savings. You feel me? How would you feel? You go online and you seeing your face blurred to the maximum. Buddy looked like the mist got a hold of him. Like a bird came and just took his whole head from the helicopter. Shoo! She dating the headless horseman, my guy. Damn. My nigga used too much head and shoulders. He done lost his damn top. I can't believe this shit. I swear on everything I love, I would be so pissed. I would expose her. If she did me dirty like that, I'm going to expose it all. I'm posting receipts. If you got a man, he about to know. Ain't shit you can say. You put time into erasing my face, okay? That shit come with a price. You don't erase my damn eyeballs and chin. My boy don't even got a neck, huh? My boy don't even think. He doesn't have a brain. Unbelievable, bro. You got to cut these hoes off. You got to find you some wife material, because if you can't find you a wife, you trying to turn a hoe into a housewife, you're going to end up like this invisible lover right here, all right? My boy is the invisible lover. She dating the headless horseman, bitch. Yo, that is hilarious. That's hilarious. All right, man. On to the next. Ryan Reynolds is banned from improvising lines for Deadpool 3. All right, I'm going to be 1,000% honest with you guys. I'm probably not going to get a good response for this. But if you ask me, Deadpool the series is trash. Oof. I'm sorry, Ryan Reynolds lovers, but I am not a fan of the way Ryan Reynolds' humor lands, okay? I also don't like Family Guy. So if you're a person that likes Family Guy or American Dad or any Ryan Reynolds movie, you'll probably understand what I'm saying, that they have these jokes and these references that I never get. They talk about people that I don't fucking know, all right? It makes it hard to relate, and it makes it hard to like the movie when the jokes are like way too much, right? Like, okay, when they're cursing, when he got little baby hands, he touches her face, that type of shit. The classical humor is funny. And I'm sure that when he was on Fox, because now Deadpool's gonna be through the MCU, which is Disney, they're not gonna allow all this off the improvising line shit to go off, right? They're not gonna let that happen because they got ratings to worry about. They got to worry about the kids that are watching and their brand. But when he was on Fox, I'm sure he could just go on random ass tangents, take the script to another level, and improvise anything that he wanted. And they were like, yeah, we love it. Nobody loves it. And I get it. We like Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool because he's hella funny and he's witty. And the way that he makes fun of you is genuine. Okay? But when you have these Deadpool movies, they milk it, Just because Deadpool can look in the camera and say all these things and identify actors and these scenarios going on in the industry, that doesn't mean that we can relate to it. So I'm happy that he has to stick to the script. I don't want to hear Ryan Reynolds improvise. He says hella weird shit, okay? Borderline, like, confusing. I don't know what he be talking about in half his movies, right? So I'm happy they're going to keep him on a leash and put a muzzle on his mouth. I think that Deadpool has the potential to be extremely funny if they put in some time, okay? I didn't like the last Deadpool 2 with Cable. I didn't like it. I liked the first Deadpool. It was the intro. It was classy. They had that DMX sample in the beginning. X gon' give it to you. It was nice. It felt good. But as you see Ryan Reynolds progress in this industry, he plays more and more and more and more of the same Deadpool character in every movie. Every movie I see him in, he on some Deadpool shit. So, I mean, is he Deadpool in my eyes? Absolutely. Should he tone it down, stick to the script, and stop going off and improvising all these lines? I believe that he should. He needs to be, kept in check. That's the problem over at the MCU. They get these famous directors, these famous actors, and they allow them to do what they want. That's why we got trash-ass movies like Thor, Love and Thunder, Ant-Man, Quantumania. These are trash-ass movies, okay? Because they're going into a realm of pleasing the fans by giving them the directors they're looking for, but at the end of the day, these movies are falling flat. Deadpool needs to really get his shit together. I'm not gonna cap. It might be funny, okay? We might have a lot of mutant introduction. We might be able to see Wolverine. I think that is a big thing in this movie. Wolverine's supposed to be in it. Hugh Jackman died in his Logan movie, so we're gonna see some weird shit. And I don't know how I feel about it. Wolverine is dead, but he's gonna be in Deadpool 3. Are we dealing with time travel? Y'all already know how I feel about time travel. This shit don't make sense. When they doing time travel in these movies, it's because they're trying to make up for their mistakes. And they probably are like, fuck, we could have used Hugh Jackman. He's even willing to be in the MCU. Let's bring him along. Yo, Deadpool or Ryan Reynolds, bring him over here. And that's probably what happened. Yeah. I think that a lot of his movies are improvised, because they're like, yeah, Ryan, do what you do, Ryan Reynolds. And it's not great. I didn't like that movie where he was in the video game neither. Free Guy. I thought it was very weird. It's his acting that's weird because he's improvising. He's not acting. He's just being himself. He needs to shut his ass up. Read the script, learn the script, study it, become it, live it, breathe it, and just do that. And don't show up thinking that you're just going to say whatever the fuck you want, because not everything that you say is funny. That goes for a lot of people out there. Not everything you say is hilarious. And you might think people love you for your jokes. They don't. They laughing at you, not with you. What y'all think? You going to be excited to watch Deadpool 3? I need to see the trailer. I need to see what is becoming of Deadpool before I can officially give my thesis on how I believe. The trailer is going to tell it all. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's going to say it all. Oh, shit, we got 5 people watching. Let's go. Run it up. Run it up. Boop, boop, boop. On to the next topic, guys. Fans question the origin of the Island Boys after old pic with Jeffrey Epstein surfaces on social media. Hey, yo. I tried to look up some shit, and it is a bit confusing, guys. I've seen that it's Photoshopped, that it could be AI generated. I almost feel like I've seen this photo before of Jeffrey Epstein with these 2 kids before this shit even popped up. Correct me if I'm wrong. This doesn't look like a new photo. But I have a question. Why are they called the Island Boys? Right? If they weren't on the island, being the Island Boys. They're in the industry. Somehow they're an industry plant where they're all over social media. They're plugged in to all sorts of famous and wealthy people, but they have absolutely no skill other than tattooing fucking coloring book shits on their face. They look like garbage. I'm not gonna front. Like, if they put some time and some effort in them tattoos, I'd respect it, but they look ridiculous. Ain't no rhyme or reason. There's no rhythm to the tattoos. They look like a bathroom stall on their face. They look like a high school history book on the pages when they draw penises on the fucking president's face. Like, tell me I'm lying. But let's think about this, okay? All right, we got the Island Boys. They are from Epstein's Island. Chat says that the Island Boys, quote unquote island, says it all. I have to agree. Like I said, I looked it up a little bit, and I got some that said it's real, some that said it's not. It's hard when you're looking up things on the internet, being an investigative YouTube journalist, trying to find out information for you guys. But I could totally believe that this is what's going on. Think about the Epstein case, which is currently still prevalent, okay? I just learned today that Jimmy Kimmel was a part of it and was on the list. Jimmy Kimmel. That shit makes me feel sick, like how many people are involved in this shit. But yeah, so their reach of who's on this list goes all over. I even heard Jim Carrey is on the damn list. Not my boy Jim. Alrighty then. I can't believe it, but I can, right? So essentially what this guy was doing was inviting people over to his island. He owned his private little lagoon, and he would get famous people to either sleep with him or they would be in very precarious scenarios with someone, and he would use it as blackmail, okay? And he was so good at it, he got so many people involved in it that he was able to, like, get out of a lot of situations. I know this sounds crazy. It sounds insane. How can you get out of situations? Well, when you got senators, famous people, governors in your back pocket, even Bill Clinton has been reported to be on Epstein's Island like 15 times or some shit. Well, I think he's a nice guy. Oh, Bill, you perv. So to think that these boys were on that island, I can believe it. They're a little slow. They're not the smartest crayons in the coloring pack. They're just not. They're dumb as fuck. And I could see them being taken advantage of from a young age, and this causes their behavior now, right? Never got to grow up. Their innocence was taken young, and they're stupid. I hope this ain't true. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't feel that what Jeffrey Epstein has done on his island or any of the allegations, I don't fuck with none of that. You know? And if these are those 2 boys, man, I feel so sorry for them. You know, corrupting young children, utilizing them in non-appropriate ways is disheartening, and it makes sense to why they behave the way they do, man. Shout out to the Island Boys. If you got touched, I'm sorry, man. Expose the list. Expose it. If y'all were really on that island, I want to know who else was on there. But what do y'all think, man? Do you think that these 2 boys, do you think that this could really be them? I think this is insane to really It's sad. It looks like them, right? Tell me I'm lying. Both these little boys, twins. Obviously, these guys are twins. But look at the hand. The hand looks a little real. This could all be very much Photoshop, man. I saw the Pope in a puffer jacket, and that shit looked legit. I saw Donald Trump running from the police. It looked legit. I don't know, man. What do you guys think? It's them? Damn, chat say it's them. All right, guys. Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares is returning to television nearly a decade after being canceled. I'm going to be real with you guys. I fuck with Gordon Ramsay. He is the man, and I feel when I go into restaurants, I be acting like Gordon. I'll be like, yo, shorty. Yo, this chicken is hella black. Yo, like, this shit burnt. Take it back. I don't play that shit. And if I go to a restaurant and my steak is not cooked properly, on God is going back to the cook. I'm not paying for some shit to be not the way I want it. And I got Gordon Ramsay to blame for that, okay? He made me feel entitled. He made me feel like I could go into a restaurant, and if this is what I'm paying for, I want what I'm paying for. And half the time, I end up getting 10% off or some shit. Has it become a problem for me? Yeah. Do I make it a thing to go in restaurants and point out the things I don't like? Absolutely. Is there a chance I get free food? Hell yeah. Am I doing it on purpose? Yes. But look, I'm picky as fuck. I'm not going to pay for some shit that I don't want to eat. And I love this show because Gordon Ramsay never holds his tongue, even though they say he's a nice guy off camera, and he pumps it up for the show, right? He is not really that mean, but it's for ratings. I've always loved the way he acted, though. I watch all his shows, not just Kitchen Nightmares. I watched the one, I'm drawing a blank, but there's other ones, right? It's not just Kitchen Nightmares. Oh, now that I think about it, I really like the other Gordon Ramsay show where they all battle like red and blue, and they be putting like boys with girls and shit sometimes, and they have a split kitchen. That's not Kitchen Nightmares. Kitchen Nightmares is when he goes and helps people's businesses that are failing. I think that's a good one. I think that's a good one, especially after 10 years being canceled. The things they're going to find now are going to be hilarious. I tell my girl all the time, yo, this is a place Gordon Ramsay need to come in and wreck shop because this shit is disgusting. Yo, but shout out to Gordon Ramsay. I can't wait for Kitchen Nightmares to return. I can't wait. Ooh. This next topic is off the meter. It's off the meter. All right. Spider-Man 2. I talked about this in my last stream. Oh, look, I look like him. I'm Venom right now. Look. So I talked about this in my last stream. I'm very excited for Spider-Man 2. I really attempted for a couple days now to upload the clip that they released of the gameplay for the new Spider-Man 2. But for the life of me, I can't get that shit to play on here without fudging up. I got to learn more about it. So I brought this photo, and I'm going to talk about what I saw, okay? Essentially, you're a Peter Parker. You're not Miles Morales in the gameplay, and you're in this suit that you see on the screen, which is the Venom suit. And when you listen to the gameplay, it sounds like he's defending Connors, which is the lizard, okay? But the gameplay looked phenomenal. It looked effortless. The way that you're able to web blast or, web up all of the enemies, it looked insane. It looks like you're in Queens. It looks like the map is so much larger than it was before. I'm hella excited for this. I'm really looking forward to buying it the day it comes out. I'm not gonna kid you all. I'm gonna probably, what is it when you reserve a copy? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reserve my copy of Spider-Man 2. The game looks incredible, and as the story progressed in the trailer, you were able to switch into Miles Morales. And Miles had the webbed wings under his arms, and you see that he flies through the city now. I can't wait to play this game, guys. When I post this video as a video on my clips I'll probably throw a little clip in there for you guys to see how awesome it was. This shit is tremendous. I'm looking super forward to playing Spider-Man 2. Probably more than I'm excited for anything else right now. I don't think there's anything coming out, anything happening that I'm more excited for than Spider-Man 2. What do you guys think? You guys into video games? Are you guys into Spider-Man? Have you played the first or the predecessor game where you're Miles Morales? It was a smaller game, but it was so fun. They're going to combine them two. They're going to combine both games, and it's going to become something sick. Excuse me. It's going to become something sick. I'll give y'all a little break, man. What's good with y'all? Running through the topics already. I got like 12 of these hoes. We're not even halfway done. We're like 5 in. We're like 5 in. How y'all doing, man? On this beautiful day. Let me know. It's hot in this house. I ain't gonna front. My lady's cooking. It smells amazing. I wish I could smell what's going on in here. But you can't. Texas high school postponed ceremony after only 5 seniors meet graduation requirements. A Central Texas high school postponed it because only a few of them are smart enough to walk across that stage. How many students are in a class? 100? 200, 400, 700? I'm sure it varies depending on the school, depending on the area, okay? I'm sure that, I think my graduating class had about 300 people. I could be mistaken, but 85% of the class failed to earn the diploma. That is so sad. I so feel that social media plays a part into this, and the lack of progression towards not utilizing all this technology in school. What happened to reading books, doing assignments, writing papers? Nowadays, kids can type some shit into an AI generator, and there goes their essay. I wish I had that. I'm not gonna lie. I would have definitely misused that. But I just feel that there's too much leniency going on with these students, with the kids nowadays. Could you imagine being one of the fucking, 20, 30 kids that get to graduate and they postponed it? Oh, man, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, yo, I'm done. I don't even care to walk. Just give me my shit. I'm gone. It's very sad, and it shows the state of our education here in America. When I was in school in Georgia, they told me that we were in one of the most, poorest non-education thriving cities. And the teachers are paid shit, and they really don't care too much. I don't think that students should be able to be on their phones or utilize their phones at any point of the day. When I was working for the Orange County school district, I would work in the high schools. I'd work in the middle schools, and I'm telling you, these kids walk around with their phones in school, in the hallways, just like we do in stores, in parking lots, anywhere, right? Our faces are glued to the phone. These kids are changing classes, just sending texts to people they're like about to go see. I feel that we need to take a better look at how the technology is really helping us in America, because I saw in China that they utilize VR in their classrooms. And I actually had another story here. I don't think that I didn't upload it, but it was a 12-year-old Chinese kid has like 5 master's degrees. Like, what? That's insane. They utilize technology in a way in other places like it's a tool. I don't think America utilizes social media as a tool. We use it as a crutch, or it affects us like a crutch because we need it so badly. We can't leave the house without it. We can't wake up in the morning without checking it. I remember times where, people were bringing cell phones to school, and the second it vibrated, a teacher heard it, anything of the sort, it was gone. It was taken away. Nowadays, I'm sure they're like, Johnny, put it up. Matter of fact, teachers are doing TikToks with their students. I think that we really should take a look at what these phones are doing to our kids, what these iPads are doing to our little ones. Think of the young generation right now growing up with iPads glued to their hands, and parents don't want to spend personal time with their kids because, hey, just take the iPad. I'm reading. Well, they're not. Here, take the iPad. I want to watch TV. Instead of spending time with their baby, reading with their baby, doing educational exercises with their baby. I see this too often. And, I have a lot of opinions on how this affects our kids. I won't go into super details, but I do feel that technology is becoming a detriment to some of our kids out here in the world. It's sad. It ain't right. We really need to work on this, okay? This school should be under investigation, period. The whole senior staff needs to be evaluated. Test scores need to be, looked at. Shit don't make no sense. It's insane, man. It makes me feel bad. I feel smart. I didn't have phones in school. I feel old and smart. I think that's insane, man. What do y'all think? You gonna let your kid not graduate because he an 85%er? Oh, shit. Danny Lay arrested for DUI hit and run. Alleged victim suffers fractured spine. Do any of you guys know who Danny Lay is? I only know her for being the baby's baby mama. Wow. And she made a song with Chris Brown that I know of. But damn, she was in a DUI hit and run. I don't think that her celebrity status is grand enough to excuse her from her behavior, from her actions. I'm assuming it's drinking and driving. I really don't know much about the situation. I could honestly care less, but I really want to just have something current that some people might care about. People like Danny Lay, right? And I listen to her song whenever it comes on. I won't front. But you got to take responsibility for your actions. I don't know if she's going to serve any time. I feel that being that the victim has a fractured spine and she hit and ran, you need to do some time. I don't want to see no probation, and I really don't want to see no house arrest. It ain't right. This is why I don't understand drinking, the laws of drinking, and there's bars, and how you have bars, and to get there, you got to drive. You can't drink and drive, but there's a parking lot at the bar. They want you to get there, but how you get home, they don't care, right? I don't think that you should do any type of drugs and drive, to be honest with you. That's a very big responsibility. And just because you want to have a good time and be drunk or high, you might cost someone's life. And thank God the victim didn't lose their life, but we could have seen Danny Lay go to prison for fucking ever, right? Manslaughter. Vehicular manslaughter. I'm sure it wasn't on purpose, and that might help her in her court case. But at the end of the day, you got to take responsibility. And a lot of these people feel that they don't have to. That's why she ran. She felt she didn't have to take responsibility for what she did because she thought she could get away with it. She could have helped this person, this victim with a fractured spine. She could have called 911. She could have been there to take responsibility, and that would look better on her behalf. Let's be real, guys. Let's talk real shit. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Have I ever been in a hit and run? Hell no. I can understand that you're scared, you're nervous, you don't want to get in trouble, you don't want to go to jail. But at the end of the day, you decided to drink and drive. And that decision cost you this repercussion. And now Danny Lay has to pay the piper. I hope that she could get out and do some time and rehabilitate and learn her lesson. Straight up. Shout out to Danny Lay. Shout out to Danny Lay. Oh, man, this story right here touched my heart. Man gives CPR to dog and saves the animal's life. This was a video. I had to screenshot this bitch because I couldn't get it to play properly. But, guys, I'm assuming that this lady was running. As you can see, she has a stick attached to her bike, and the dog was probably running with her next to the bike. And, unfortunately, the dog passes out. And this, not random guy, but they seem to be in a nice neighborhood because even the guy recording this video seems to know the dog and the lady, okay? And this is not her husband. This is a bystander. They were willing to go get her husband. Like, she's trying to like, yo, I need my husband. We got to get my husband. But this guy, this stand-up saint in man's clothing, literally gives this dog mouth to mouth. I'm not bullshitting you. I've never seen that happen. And my guy saves the dog. It took the dog a little while to regain consciousness. You could tell that it was heat-stricken. I don't know if that's how you say the word. Dehydrated or pushed too far. My poor guy. It looks like there's doo-doo next to his butt. He probably lost all functions of his body. Poor guy, man. But this man ended up saving the dog. The dog came to life. He was able to run around. He was licking the guy. I even had a tear in my damn eye. Like, wow, that's amazing. Somebody took the time to help someone, and they were able to save a dog, which is also a life. We need more people like this that are willing to stop what they're doing to help. Too many people want to pull out their phones and record. Look at this guy. Pulled out his phone to record while this man decided to do something about it. Salute to this man. He tells her in the video, take this dog to a vet ASAP. I don't want to come around here and you didn't take this dog to the vet because he could have some mental damage. He could be hurt inside. Yo, heat strokes are not a joke. When I was in the military, you know, if you were a heat casualty, they did not play. They would ice sheet you. You're getting a fucking thermometer put up your butthole. Like, they're taking your core temperature. They're throwing water and ice, and it hurts. Not that I know from experience, but like, I've had to literally pack these ice sheet coolers. Hurts your damn hands just filling this shit up with ice. Your damn goal is to never pass out. I'm gonna be honest with you. I swear, I would like do anything than to be ice sheeted. Matter of fact, I was ice sheeted. I had a fever. I was sick. They had us in some dirty ass water, and I got ice sheeted, and it was not fun. But shout out to this hero for saving this dog, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, here we go. A Massachusetts dad said that he was forced to spend $21,000 on 4 tickets to a Taylor Swift concert. Whoa. 21K? 21K? I can't name you one Taylor Swift song. Okay, no, that's Katy Perry. No, I can't name you one damn Taylor Swift song. And he spent $20K on 4 tickets. Let's keep reading. After the ones he bought on StubHub last year for his daughter as a Christmas present never arrived. Yo, could you imagine spending thousands of dollars on something to never get it? First of all, shouldn't StubHub be reimbursing this man for his money for tickets he never received? Seems a little silly. Why would you pay $21,000 to go see Taylor Swift? I don't think that well, let's be real, guys. I think that Taylor Swift is one of the most popular artists in the world besides, like, The Weeknd. I don't think that there's anybody bigger than her. She sells out, like, yeah. She sold, like, 500,000 copies of her album that just was released. And that's crazy because rappers make 20K, 50K. Maybe they'll make 150K. Lil Wayne made like 300K. This girl made 500K sales. I would be looking into StubHub like, what the hell going on, man? I just paid for all these tickets and you're going to make me buy them again? It's unbelievable. I don't care what concert you're going to. I don't care what vacation you're tricking on. I ain't spending 20K on shit. We ain't riding in no helicopters. We ain't going on no yacht. I ain't no sugar daddy, and I ain't about to go watch Taylor Swift. 20K. That's a fucking car. 20,000 on a concert that's going to last 4 hours? Your daughters aren't even going to be paying attention to the concert and being present because they're going to want to record it for social media. They're going to be watching the concert through their phone even though they're there. Come on now. Taylor Swift done did it again. Oh, man, this shit was sad right here. This shit's sad. 18-year-old Cameron 18-year-old Cameron Robbins jumps off a cruise ship as a dare and hasn't been found since. What the heck? There was a video for this. Of course, you know my excuse. I couldn't upload it. That's going to be my excuse until I can get it done. But Buddy jumps off of the cruise ship and everyone is screaming at him. Oh my God, he's crazy. They even throw a life preserver at him. A life preserver, right? The orange and white floaty, essentially. And it's way far. And as the camera pans away and it pans back, he's gone. He's disappeared. I'm going to tell you guys a very simple fact, okay? If you're on a yacht, if you're on a cruise ship, it is propelled by propellers, okay, in the water. And these gigantic turbine propellers are not only moving a little boat, they're moving a fucking yacht, a cruise ship. So you can imagine the vortex that these things cause, these propellers. I don't give a fuck how far you think you jump out. As a human, you're only going to get 5-6 feet out. And you could see this guy trying to swim, but like this shit says, he hasn't been found since. You know why he hasn't been found since? Because this young man lost his life to either sharks in that cold ass water, or he got sucked in them turbines. And this is the problem again with our youth. If your friend jumps off a boat, are you going to go and jump off after him? For a TikTok there? For views, for likes, for clout? Now you're dead. You done got the ultimate clout. He looked like a nice, young, handsome man. He could be a family member. It's so sad people doing stupid shit just to find out. Oh, you want to fuck around? Cool. You're about to find out. You want to jump off this ship in the middle of the night, drunk, whatever, thinking it's funny? Cool. You're going to find out. How can you believe that you're going to jump off of a ship? Like, oh, man, people don't think. Kids don't think. People don't have common sense. And they make really stupid and quick, brass decisions off of a whim. Rest in peace to this man, because I know he ain't about to be found. I'm pretty sure they alerted the boat and the crews to stop and look for this guy. I'm 100% sure that they try to find this guy. They probably cut all the lights on, the floodlights, and they're like, hey, Cameron. Nada. And they're not going to find him because he probably got turned into a million little pieces. Obliterated. Ugh. What a way to go. 1,000 ways to die. Rest in peace. I don't mean to laugh. It's not funny he died. It's funny that kids are stupid. I think that's funny. Oh, gosh. Johnny Depp's teeth appear to be rotting. Yo, look at Johnny Depp's teeth, y'all. Yo, he looked like the real Captain Sparrow with that mouth. He got gingivitis and plaque. His teeth are more orange than Donald Trump. That is disgusting. Look at the tops of the bottom row. I'm fucking with y'all, okay? Look, this photo has been altered to make Johnny Depp's teeth appear orange and rotting. The original is copyrighted, and you could see that it is definitely a fake photo. But I thought this was hilarious. When I seen this shit on my timeline, I'm thinking to myself, why? Toothbrush. Like, my boy, I done seen some people with some nasty ass teeth. I had a boss named Wesley, and this nigga had a hole in his front tooth. Oh God, a hole from the front inside, and he would stick his cigarette in the hole and just smoke the cigarette. It would just stay there. He didn't have to hold it. He'd just be like, oh yeah, he'd be talking, smoking through the hole. You know how much nerve damage and disgusting shit going on for that? Unbelievable. If I thought this shit was funny as fuck, look at his teeth, man. Could you imagine Johnny Depp mouth really looking like this? He over here marrying and divorcing Amber Heard. She's a beautiful girl, and she kissing this mouth. You know it's for the money, but we all know now it's a fucking joke. Johnny Depp's teeth. Oh, it look like animal teeth. Hey, yo. Speaking of smoking cigarettes, Jenna. Ugh, I always want to say Jana. I don't know why, because it's a J. You would say like Jennifer Lopez, not Jenna. I'm weird. Jenna Ortega seen smoking a cigarette has fans in an uproar. Fans, mind your fucking business, okay? Jenna Ortega can do and smoke and drink whatever she wants to. I can't believe that people are so obsessed with famous people doing things that we all do. Give her a fucking break. She's a human being. She's young. She's got hella, sprightly life in her. If she want to drink, she want to smoke a ciggy outside, learning her lines, studying for these roles that y'all are going to watch and study, right? Y'all love her when she's in Wednesday being a badass, but she a badass in real life. Y'all got a problem with it. Get off Jenna's back. Y'all love to roast her and give her a hard time. This was actually a video as well, but your boy still working on that. What do y'all think? Is it cool for celebrities to smoke and drink when your mother and your brother do it? What's the problem? I don't understand. In an uproar. Fans in an uproar. Yo, shut up. Mind your beeswax, okay? And just wait till my Netflix movie comes out so y'all can love that. Y'all ain't got nothing to talk about. I mean, I'm here talking about it, but I'm defending her, okay? I'm defending her. She should do whatever she wants. She's a grown-ass woman, okay? She could go buy them cigarettes if she want. Let the girl live. Let the girl live. Or kill herself because she's smoking cigarettes. Whatever. Let her do what she want to do. And just wait for Beetlejuice 2 like the rest of us. In Wednesday season 2. Just do that. Just do that. Oh, shoot. This was crazy. I don't know if you guys heard this. Let me see. Okay, so LaShawn Thompson recently was found dead in his cell, and they alleged it was due to, bed bugs and just insects in his cell. And this is a Georgia prison, okay? So it had the world in an uproar a couple of weeks ago when this came to light. I feel that he was letting people know what was going on and the conditions that he was being held. Nobody did shit. Here's the twist, though, guys. Autopsy reveals that the inmate who was allegedly eaten alive by bugs actually died by homicide. Ooh, don't you love a twist? You see how these people want to do it, these police, right? The police, they, whatever, right? Pull him out of his cell. Oh, he was killed by bed bugs. Write it up. Come on now. Even if somebody dies in a cell, I'm sure they're supposed to treat it like a crime scene, And they need to run all of their tests and their parameters, what they got to do, right? Tape it off. We need fingerprints. We need to have this shit organized. And to see and know that they let out the information of him dying by bed bugs only to later find out he was killed is so sad. I can't understand. I can't understand why shit like this happens in prison, but this is exactly why I don't go to prison, because I don't want to find out. This could be somebody else's shit to figure out, but I ain't dealing with it. I'm going to tell you that right now. Attorneys for LaShawn Thompson, an inmate at the Fulton County Jail in Georgia, allegedly eaten alive by bugs in a cell last year, have released details of his autopsy results. I already told you that. It's a homicide. Forensic pathologist Dr. Roger Mitchell listed Thompson's cause of death as complications due to severe neglect and major contribution causes an untreated schizophrenia. Damn. Dehydration, malnutrition, and severe body insect infestation. Thompson's manner of death was homicide. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. The twist got twisted. All right, look. I thought that maybe they killed him. That's what I was assuming when I read that it was a homicide. But as I read you this is why I like to barely read what the clip is about, and then we read it together, because I'm just finding this shit out myself. So he wasn't killed by like brutally being beat, but he was murdered because he was mistreated. He wasn't fed. He had schizophrenia that was untreated. Wounds that were infected by insects, and dehydration, which means they locked this man in the dirtiest cell under the jail, and they let him rot, literally. Rest in peace. I don't mean to say shit like that, but that's what they did. They let this man rot away in a cell. There needs to be some sort of course of action for this. And an investigation on Fulton County Jail, 100%. This isn't even a prison. This is a jail. This is where you go if you got arrested for a little traffic violation. If you got in a fight in a club, you go to jail for 2 nights. You sleep it off. You get out the next day. You bond out. This happened in a jail. Now, the thing with jail and prison, I don't know if anyone knows the difference. When you go to jail, you're awaiting your trial. You're awaiting to find out how much time you're going to serve. And you go to prison to serve out that sentence. Now, if you spend a lot of time in jail, that time you spent could be taken off of your time. So let's say you got a 5-year sentence, but you already spent 3 awaiting your trial. That's going to go against your time. You're going to have to do 2. You might already get out on good behavior and already serving half your time. So this young man, LaShawn Thompson, was possibly awaiting his trial, waiting to go to court and figure out what was going to be, his sentence. And damn, it's so sad. Like, I'm thinking about it, and it makes me really sad because schizophrenia is a very real disease. I have someone personal in my family that I feel suffers from schizophrenia. And it is not an easy thing to treat. It isn't something that a simple pill can do it. You need therapy, all right? You do need medication, but you also need guidance and affirmation from a therapist letting you know what to do and what's good and what is real and what is not. So for someone to be in a cell scratching at themselves, picking at themselves, hurting themselves, no one's checking on him, nobody's giving him medical assistance, nobody's giving him even water. I could see how it's a murder. Rest in peace. There needs to be some real repercussions for this because I just feel that it's wrong on all levels, man. I get it. People are murderers. People break the law. People go to jail for doing things that are not good. But at the end of the day, as Americans, we have constitutional rights, and we should be treated as such, not like animals. If I went to jail, I think they would treat me like an animal. Is it right? No. But I don't go to jail. So who cares, right? I'm just playing devil's advocate here, I like to show and be reasonable on both sides. I don't think that it's right for them to do that shit, but you did the crime. You got to serve the time. Do you think that jail is supposed to be this lavish, extremely fun experience? Are you supposed to go to jail and love it and want to come back? Hell nah. The point of it is to get you to never want to come back and to learn your lesson. But there are jails and prisons that are corrupt, COs that have ulterior motives, and would essentially let you rot away in a cell. I'm going to be real with everybody. Don't do the crime. You ain't got to do the time. If you don't go out here and get in trouble with the police, you don't have to deal with this type of shit. But still, it ain't right. It just ain't right, and it don't sit well with me. Justice for LaShawn Thompson and his family, and I hope that there's an investigation that occurs with this Georgia Fulton County Jail. Rest in peace. Oops. Fetty Wap is sentenced to 6 years in prison for running drugs. Oh, my God. Yo, I loved Fetty Wap. Pause. When he used to sing and be like 1738. Yo, that was my address my whole life. 1738 Ashton Drive. That's where I lived my whole life. That's where I grew up. So I always loved that he was representing 1738. Prosecutors said the rapper, best known for his hit Trap Queen, glamorized the drug trade and sold them even as he made millions from his music. You understand that? Not only was he a rapper making millions and becoming a platinum artist and working with people such as Drake, and I mean, that's all I really know that he worked with off the top. Many other artists. It's been a while since I've heard Fetty. He was also selling drugs. How crazy is that? 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's the problem with a lot of people, man. They don't know how to leave the streets behind. Once you leave the streets, it's hard. They have sayings for this. You could take the Brooklyn out the girl, but you can't take whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is some stuff that it's real. It's a psychological problem that people become so famous and so rich that they want to do the same shit they were doing before, not understanding with wealth comes power and responsibility. And people are going to look into the shit you're doing. Let's read about it. Shit. Let's read about it. All right. Fetty Wap, a New Jersey rapper who shot to his fame with the hit Trap Queen, an ode to a romance entangled in the drug trade, was sentenced to 6 years in federal prison on Wednesday for trafficking narcotics across the country. I got this story from Academics as well. I saw him post this. Oh shit, my camera is hella out of focus. The singer, whose legal name is Willie Jr. Maxwell II, he's 31 years old, bro. He a year younger than me. He has been in custody since his bail was revoked in August after prosecutors said he had, while on a FaceTime call, displayed a firearm and threatened to kill someone. I seen that shit. I definitely remember him being on Instagram Live. Not that I was watching his live, but I saw a clip of it, and he was waving a gun, threatening somebody. He subsequently pleaded guilty to conspiracy to distribute 50 grams or more of cocaine. Damn. On Wednesday, he appeared before a judge in the federal court of New York to receive a sentence 1 year longer than the minimum. Damn. The minimum sentence was 5 years. They gave him an extra. In a letter to the judge last week, prosecutors had argued for a longer term, saying that he had used his fame to glamorize the drug trade. Does this sound familiar to you guys? I honestly feel like that's what the music industry is nowadays. All they do is glamorize drugs. All they do is glamorize crime. They pointed to the use of children as extras in the song's music video and noticed that the case had received ample attention from the media. Oh, did I skip something? He used his fame to glamorize the drug trade while making millions from his music career. Yeah. Yo, Fetty Wap, you're lucky you only got 6 years. You've been arrested and in jail maybe 2-3 years. Like I just said, you're going to get out pretty soon. All right, we're going to be seeing Fetty Wap hit the streets fairly soon. Will he see us with his right eye? Stupid dad joke. But yeah, look, we have so many rappers that do shit like this. Rollo has been indicted on federal charges for trafficking drugs on a private airplane. Juice WRLD died before he could be charged for trafficking pounds of marijuana through a private aircraft. Look, these rappers lose focus. They get all these riches, they get all the money, and they forget that people are watching them. You are not just a regular civilian. You're not just going to walk around with that weird eye and think that no one's going to recognize you and want to get some money or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell on you to get some bread or anything. People are going to flip on you. People are going to switch on you. Now, when you're a regular person in that crime ring, you're in the drug trade, maybe no one's going to have a target on your back as heavy. But once you became Fetty Wap, the artist, that target was painted on your back from that day. And anything that he did before was being looked at. He's going to be out really soon, though. I already know this. And the thing, too, is that he was already out, and he really wasn't making music like he used to. He already had the opportunity and the capability to make music, and I don't think it hits the same. Look, man, a lot of people are one-hit wonders. It's true. A lot of rappers, a lot of artists, they make one good song, they pop the hell off, they get their millions, and they skedaddle. That's exactly how you should do it if you could do it. I always said, if I had any kind of fame, any notoriety, I don't care if I'm a one-hit wonder. I'm going to take that check and flip it 1,000 ways. And I feel that's what Fetty Wap did. He took that money and he flipped it 1,000 ways illegally. He could have invested in the marijuana business. He could have invested in all kinds of property and this, that, and the third, but he chose to jump in the drug trade or stay in the drug trade. I'm going to be real with y'all. Don't sell drugs. Don't do drugs. get you a nice career. If you're good at it, something like basketball or, any sport, music, art, focus on that. Don't focus on being a thug. Oh, man, I thought this was very interesting. I forgot about this topic. I thought this was very interesting. When Eminem did a diss on Michael Jackson in 2005, Michael made no comments. I definitely remember this, right? He did Just Lose It. Called out Michael Jackson hella times, dressed like Michael, talked about touching little boys. And I never, ever remember Michael Jackson stepping to him or addressing the songs. But listen to this. Michael Jackson went and bought Eminem's whole catalog and then got paid every time Eminem performed. My nose is stuffed. I don't know. That's why I be like kind of mumbling my words sometimes. I don't know why. When I talk a lot, I get stuffy. But what do you guys think of this, man? Eminem definitely dissed the shit out of Michael Jackson all those years ago. Man, why does Cameron keep getting... He definitely dissed the shit out of him many years ago, and it was hella hilarious. I really thought that Eminem was going to be on top of this rap game for as long as he was alive. I'm going to tell you that. That's how prevalent he was. He wasn't like a real street rapper. He wasn't doing no crazy shit. But for the most part, Eminem definitely clowns on people. He disses everyone. He makes fun of everybody. But look at what my dog, Michael Jackson, did. One of the greatest pop artists, singers, legends of all time. He bought the man's catalog and made him pay him. Oh, you want to make fun of me? That's cool. You can make fun of me, but now you paying me. And we didn't have to speak once. That shit is extremely hilarious. Shout out to Michael Jackson. Now, who's getting that money now? That's a good question. Is his estate accruing that money? I've never even heard about this. How wild to think that Eminem's catalog is owned by Michael Jackson and his company. That's crazy. What do y'all think of this? Did y'all know about this? If you knew about this, I want you to drop a ghost face or a nose emoji in the chat, all right? Nose or a ghost. Obviously, one's for Eminem, the ghost, and the nose is for Michael Jackson. Who's your favorite? Is it nose or ghost? Nose or ghost? I'm going to go with Michael Jackson. I don't care how many songs Eminem makes. Everything Michael Jackson has ever made is a classic. All right, guys, I got the last story for you guys. We're over the hour mark on the stream, and my voice is feeling a little stressed. I'm hot. Look at me. I'm sweating. I'm hot. My girl cooked, and I'm waiting to eat. Oh, man. Alligator eats man's arm during attack in Port Charlotte. Look at this guy. First of all, let's look at this photo. What do you see? This guy on the left has a cigarette in his mouth. Lit, smoking while trying to assist this guy on the ground. Over here to the right, we got a Michelob Ultra bottle. All right, it's better to drink out of a bottle than a can anyway, man. They lace that can with a coating of some sort of fucking shit that doesn't allow the liquid to eat the can or to mix with the can. So just know that whatever can you guys are drinking, there's a layer of some sort of like non-stick type shit that you're ingesting. I'm just saying. Anyway. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. We're going strong. It's been a couple days. I had the streams in me, you know. So, Port Charlotte. Damn. Is that in Florida? A 23-year-old man sustained significant injuries in an alligator attack near Fort Myers, Florida, early on Sunday morning. Jordan Rivera, 23, fell into a pond behind Bandito's Bar off South McCall Road near closing time. That's when the gator attacked him, biting off his right arm. Holy. The alligator measured 10.5 feet long and was later killed. Oh, shit. I actually had a video for this too. Surprise, surprise. And Buddy must have been taking a piss by the lake. And he was drunk as fuck and fell in the lake. The alligator bit his arm off. And these guys literally pull his body out of the lake. He has a whole nub. I'm talking about the alligator took his arm from like here How did the fucking alligator get your whole arm in its mouth? It clearly took his whole arm off. Later on, Mr. Rivera was interviewed, or he was, asked what happened, or, in a hospital bed. They're questioning him. And he's like, not a big deal. Could have been worse. Could have been worse, nigga. You just lost your beat off arm. You just lost your most dominant appendage. I'd rather have a different appendage and lose my arm than to lose my appendage. But look, this is insane, man. Look, if you're a Florida person, you know that there are gators everywhere, in your mailbox, under your doormat, in your pool. There's gators everywhere. And for you to take a piss at a lake, drunk as a skunk, fall in, maybe he was wrestling the gator and it didn't work in his favor. And damn, they surely did kill that gator. I wonder if he got his arm back. What do y'all think? Would you want your arm? I want my arm back. Put that bitch in some gelatin. Put it, what do people do? Like when they make ashtrays and shit, they put that clear stuff on it. Epoxy? Yo, epoxy my fucking arm, bruh, and put that bitch on a shelf. That's my arm. And it is a big deal. But this is what happens to people when you fool around, you drinking that drink, you saw stuff. This is why I don't drink liquor, because you make bad choices when you're drunk. Alcohol, I just still don't understand how it's legal and how people could just do this type of shit. Hey, at least nobody else got hurt. But imagine he's driving this drunk and causes an accident on the way home. The alligator probably saved somebody's life, okay? Maybe Danny Lay needed to get her arm bitten off so she wouldn't have caused that accident. Oh, man. But damn, I mean, this is very sad, and I feel bad for Buddy. Nobody needs to lose an arm. But you got to watch where you're hanging out. You got to watch the ponds you're fucking pissing in, all right? That's somebody's house. You just pissed all over somebody's bed, and he needed to get some retribution and took your fucking arm, big dog. He took your arm. Oh. What'd you guys, man? What'd you guys think, bro? What'd you guys think? That's a lot of topics. Hella shit going on. We had about 6 steady, I would say 5. Let's say 4 to 5 steady viewers. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tap the notification bell. I know plenty of people have been alerted when my videos are dropping. Hope you guys have been loving the clips. I'm going to get into doing shorts a little more, but I have to do some shorts that are funny, okay? I want to do shorts where they're not a clip from my content. It's a short that I'm making a short where, like I made fun of Madonna. I want to do things like that for you guys to enjoy. But I'm so happy that I've literally consistently gained followers since day one. We're at 34 right now, and I'm super appreciative for everybody for liking, subscribing, commenting. One of the videos that we did as a channel, The Missing Girl from Netflix, yo, that video did over 1,000 streams, you know? And I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't think I said anything too crazy in that video in terms of like to go do that type of numbers. But I'm happy even if I put out 100 videos and one video gets that kind of attention. Some people are probably like, wow, big deal, 1,000 views. But that's a big deal for me. I'm not paying for shit. I'm doing all this by myself. And I'm trying to create a good little group of streamers. I'm not talking about fucking paper streamers. I'm talking about content streamers, so we can get some sort of conglomerate, some sort of union together where we can all help each other gain as much traction as there is needed to be. There are so many followers. There are so many subscribers potentially that we can gain if we all work together. If you want, share this video, or share a clip. Right? If you know someone that likes my stories about dogs, or someone that loves to hear updates on X, Y, and Z, share it. Share my content. You know? And if not, it's all good. I'm gonna keep working and I'm gonna keep putting out this stuff, and we're gonna keep hitting the goal, man. I wanna get to a point where this shit is effortless and we on here every damn day and no one has to even prepare. Imagine if I could just come on here. I don't even have to talk. I don't have to pull shit up. It's just, we just talking. Like right now I'm talking. But I appreciate you guys for logging in. No, man, I appreciate you for tuning in, bro. Really, you even if it's one official person, bro, I'm so thankful. I hope y'all have a great night. Have a blessed evening.